everyone. Thank you for joining me again for this week's Wednesday word, which is passion. I'm so excited to share some thoughts with you guys, so let's go ahead and pray and get started. Dear God, I just want to thank you so much for making us very lively beings, giving us hope and excitement in our hearts, and I just pray today that you show us how to use that passion for your glory. I ask all these things in your holy name. Amen. All right, so I'm so excited about this word passion. I'm excited about all my words. I'm pretty sure I say that in every video. But let me share with you guys the verse for the week, and then we'll go right into how you can live your life more passionately, because that's what this is all about. So the verse for this week is found in Colossians 3, verse 23. It says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. It is the Lord Christ you are serving." I actually read verses 23 and 24 because I like 24 too. But honestly, the reason I felt like doing this word is because I am 23, almost 24, and there's a lot of people my age I talk to all the time who are like, man, you know, we're out of college or we're still in college and we don't know how to do what we love and what we're passionate about and still make money, still have a career, and still, I guess, feed yourself, you know, once you move out of your parents' house. I want to just share a little bit with you guys about me and how I feel like God is allowing me to live out my passions. Well, first of all, I really love having this YouTube channel because I, in the past, have almost always been involved in small groups and Bible studies when I was in high school and college. So I feel like it's my passion to just talk to other people about God in a very practical way. So that's one way I get to live out my passion. Another way is by this summer I am traveling to Zimbabwe, and so I'll be there for 3 weeks, and I'm getting to help Address Zimbabwe, which is a great organization. They do a lot of humanitarian work. And so that's another way I'm getting to live out my passion is I'm going on a mission trip. We're going to rebuild the school, dig a well. I'm super excited about it. Now, you can do what God has called you to do, because I think He's given us fire in each of our hearts. Some of us just live through life like, ugh, this sucks. Ugh, it's Monday again. But I don't think that's the life God called us to do. So I want to give you guys 3 ways to practically live out passion in your life, however God has given that to you. So the very first way is identify what God has made you passionate about. I was talking to my friends this weekend, and they were explaining to me why they are feminists and how they're passionate about, you know, equal rights for everyone. And we had a very interesting conversation about it. And I was telling them, I was like, God is so amazing because He's given each of us a passion. You know, I watched the movie Selma a little while ago, and I realized, like, wow, that really struck a chord with me. Like, really feel very deeply about working towards civil rights. And my way to attack the issue, I guess, or to, you know, kind of work out that passion is I'm in education. So I'm a teacher, as well as in my spare time, I'm doing this nonprofit work and doing these mission trips and stuff like that. So first of all, before you can live passionately, you have to find what makes you alive. Is it, and I believe that is deeply rooted in how best you can help the world. Because I don't think passion really should be like a selfish thing. Like, I think in some ways you get self-gratification. I do feel fulfilled by teaching. But I think it's deeply rooted in serving others. So for example, if your passion is art, you know, or creating art, or maybe drama, and you like acting, what in that realm can help you serve others better? So that's my first thing, is identify what you are passionate about. What makes you feel most alive? When you're talking to somebody and giving them advice, is that where your passion lies, okay? Now, so once you've identified what your passion is, for me, it's I love people, I love education, and I just love talking. So those are really easy passions because there's like a million fields. I have a friend, Livy, who says this all the time. She's like, she was describing something she liked to do. I think it was working at camp. And she said she feels like she's the best version of herself when she's at camp. And that's how I kind of feel in the classroom. I mean, my first year of teaching was really, really interesting. But I do feel like I'm the best version of myself when I'm doing what I'm passionate about. So that's number 1. Identify what makes you feel alive, okay? Number 2 is realize and recognize that you don't have to make your passion, your career. So it just so happened that I'm passionate about education and I get to be a teacher, okay? But I know I have a friend who's passionate about art and creating visual art, and yet she is going into speech pathology. And so what you have to realize is that, especially us young adults, we're always so like, oh, what should I study in college because I'm passionate about this, but I need to eat, It's really called starving artists for a reason, because some artists do starve. Like some book writers do, not make enough money to pay the bills. So the point is, realize and take the pressure off of yourself and realize, hey, I can be passionate about something. I can do it with all my heart and all my soul and all my mind, but I don't have to do it as my profession. This leads into the third way that you can live your life passionately, which is by, once you recognize your passion and you take the pressure off of yourself to do it as a career, find time. I would recommend every single day, but if you're just starting out, maybe once a week, to dedicate to your passion. What does that look like? If you love art, spend an hour a week creating art. Do that as a gift to yourself. I don't care if you are 60 years old and you have 5 kids, or you are 20 years old and you're still trying to figure out what you want to do with your life. Whatever you find you are passionate about, give yourself opportunities to do this. Now, before you argue with me and you say, oh my goodness, an hour a week, that's so much time. Think about how much time you spend playing games on your phone. Think about how much time you spend on Netflix. Think about how much time you spend watching YouTube videos like this. You can easily find 2 30-minute slots in your week where, if you're intentional about them, you can make an appointment with yourself. When other people ask you to hang out, you can say, nope, you know what, I have an appointment. Give yourself that time to live passionately. Now, how this all ties into this verse that says, whatever you're doing, work with all your heart. I find when I get to be passionate in the things that I love, it affects every other aspect of my life, because I am filled with passion, and so therefore, other things are less of a chore. And God gives me that joy to fulfill every single duty as if I were doing it for Him, because really we are. When we work, when we're in ministry, when we're living our lives, we're worshiping God through what we do. So I know that was a lot of passion and a lot of advice, but below I want you guys to comment and tell me, how do you live out your passions? What are you passionate about? And how do you feel like God has given you opportunities to live out that passion? All right, so thank you once again for joining me for this Wednesday Word. I hope you have a wonderful week, and comment, like, subscribe, share this video, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Live passionately.